Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing great. So today we are discussing another problem in array playlist. So this is Pascal's triangle. It's not like very difficult problem. So let's see what the problem is. In this problem, right, we are given an integer num rows. We have to return the first num rows of Pascal's triangle. In Pascal's triangle, each number is the sum of the two numbers directly above it. Okay, so if you see here, this is 2 is the sum of 1 and 1. Similarly, 3 is the sum of 1 and 2. Okay, so let's understand basically what they are giving us in the problem. So in the problem, right, we are given num rows. So let's say num rows is given 5. So we have to give 5 rows of the Pascal triangle in the output. Okay, so this is what we have to do basically. Alright, so first of all, let's understand what Pascal triangle is. Okay, Pascal triangle. Very easy. See, in Pascal's triangle, right, first element is always 1. Then this is the first row, okay? Then the next row is 1, 1. The next row, so for every row, right, the first and the last element will be 1. And the next elements will be the sum of the two elements which are above. So here, 2 will be there because 2 is the sum of this element and this element. So those together make 6. Okay, so this is your first row. Let's say I is equal to 0. This is I is equal to 1 and this is your I is equal to 2. Okay, we are starting indexing from 0 here. Now let's see the next row, which is I is equal to 3. So for that, right, as I told you, the first and the last element will always be 1. And then the elements will be the sum. So 2 plus 1 will be what? 3. So here you will have 3. Then here 2 and 1 will make what? 3 again. So here you will have 3. So this is your next row. Then if you see further, so I is equal to 4. Initially here will be 1, here will be 1. Then the middle element, so here will be what? 3 plus 1 will be 4. Then here 3 plus 3 will be what? 6. Then here it will be what? 3 plus 1? 4. Okay, let's see one more row. I is equal to 5. Alright, let me just write it a little bit this side. Okay, so I is equal to 5. So for that, your 1 will be here. Then 1 plus 4 will be what? 5 in the middle. Then 4 and 6 add will be 10 in the middle. Okay, then you have 6 and 4 again. Addition, 10 in the middle. 4 and 5, 4 plus 1, 5 in the middle, and at last 1. Okay, so you see, for every row, right, the first and the last elements will be 1. And then the inner elements will be the sum of the top two elements. Okay, so let's understand how we can make this triangle, right? Let's say if you have in the input, right, you are given num rows as 5. That means you have to give the fifth row. So fifth row will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be your fifth row. This will be your fourth, third, second, and first. So all these you have to return in the output. Okay, so if you see here, all these we have returned in the output. Okay, so I hope you understood what the problem is, right? Now let's see how we can basically approach it. Basically, we have to create this Pascal's triangle, right, till the number of rows which we are given in the output. Like if, let's say 5 rows we are asking, so till this fifth row, we have to make the Pascal triangle. If n is equal to 6, then till this row, we have to make the Pascal's triangle. Okay. So guys, see, from this triangle which is drawn here, right, from this triangle which is drawn here, one thing which I want you to observe, just pause the video, right? Just pause the video and see for every row what are the common things. Like what are the common things? Okay, for every row. So I hope you got some of you observed some things. So let's understand. See, basically for every row, right? Let's say take this row. First of all, its I is what? I is equal to 3, right, for this row. But how many values are there? 4 values are there, right? Similarly, if you see this row, I is equal to 4. But how many values are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 5 values. So let's say if whatever is the I, right, the number of values in that row will be I plus 1. This is visible, right? Here is the I is 5. So how many values? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 values. So if I is equal to 5, there are 6 values. That is I plus 1. One observation. So let me just remove this once. Okay. So what we have observed here, that first observation, if I is something, so the row size, whatever will be the row size, that will be I plus 1. Okay, that will be I plus 1. Let's see the second observation. This will be I plus 1 will be the size. Second observation is C, guys. Very important. Let's say you have to make this 2, right? Now this 2 is, if you consider this row, right? This 2 is the second column. This is the first column, second column, third column. So this 2 is the second column. Let's say this is J. Let's say this is J position. So this 2 is made from the above row, right? From this one and this one. Now this was the second column of this row. For this above row, this is the first column and this is the second column. So if this is, let's say, second column, J, and this also will be J because it's also second column. And this 2 is made of this 1 plus 1, this one and this one. This one is J and this one is J minus 1. That is the column just before. So what we have concluded from this is that, let's say you have to make this element, right? You have to make this element. Let's say this is at position I comma J. Okay, this is at position I comma J. So how you can make this element? You can make this element by I minus 1 comma, obviously the above row, right? So it will be I minus 1 comma, like if this is J, second column, first column, second column, first column, second column. So this also will be J. So I minus 1 J plus I minus 1 and this one, which is J minus 1. J minus 1. So these two positions, right? These two positions, whenever whatever the element is here and whatever the element is here, when we will add them, we will get this position at element at this position. Okay, this is one observation. Okay, so I hope you understood. I hope you understood like what basically we are trying to do here. These are the two observations. Now let's see the last observation. Okay, let me just do one thing. Clear this out so that you're able to see the triangle properly. So the observation was I comma J is made of I minus 1 J minus 1 plus I minus 1 J. Okay, you can check out for this also. If say this is the third column, right? So third column will be this and this, which will be J minus 1. So 3 plus 3 will be 6. Okay, just to you can try other values also in this triangle. Now guys, the third observation, which is the last observation. See, so guys, the third observation, right? The third observation is that, see, here in this, here if you see, when we are creating this row, right? Let's say, so we have our I value, right? So I is always increasing. Okay, we are firstly creating this row, then we create this row, then we create this row. So I is always increasing. Question is how j will move, the column, that basically columns, how columns will move. So we know that this always will be 1 and this always will be 1, right? So we will create a row, in which all the values will be initially 1, right? Let's say. And this first and last values will always be 1, that we know. So ideally we have to fill these, like the between values, right? So let's say if your I is 3, right? Your I is 3. So your j will start from one index, that is here, and it will go till the second last element, because the last element is always 1. So the last observation which I'm trying to tell you here is that I hope you understood how I and j will move. So you will have a loop, right, in which you will be starting I, like you will have I, that is for every row, and for every row, right, your j will start from 1 and it will go till less than I. Okay, less than I. That is, if you're, for let's say this row, j will start from 1 and it will go till less than I, which is 3. So it will be 1 and 2. So j will be 1 and 2. These two will be the j values, that is 1, this is, and this. Okay, so first you will fill here and then you will fill here. Okay, so I hope you understood this observation, that how j will move. Now let's quickly dry run. The triangle. So what I will be doing is I will just take the code, right? I'll take the code and we'll just give a dry run for that, so that you're able to understand better. Okay. Let me just quickly write the code here and we will create the triangle now. So let's see. Okay, so we will start our I. So our I start from 0. I starts from 0 and it will go till nums of rows. So let's say num in the input, right, num rows is given to be 5. Okay, so our I will start from 0, it will go to these numbers, right? So let's say initially your I is 0. Then your this row you will create, right? So as you remember, right, the first point was the size. So the size of the row will be I plus 1. And initially you will fill all the values in the row as 1. Okay, if you remember the first observation which we did. So you will create a row of size. So since here size is I plus 1, I is 0. So size will be what? I plus 1, that is 1. So here it will be 1 size only, and initially you will have value 1. And then your j will start from 1 till j is less than I. So 1 and I is 0. So this loop is not satisfying the condition. So this loop will not run in this case. Okay, this loop will not run. So now at last we will push this current row in our answer, which is the 2D array which we are creating, right? So the final output. Hence, we have got this as the first row in the Pascal's triangle. Okay, this is the first row. I hope you understood this, how the first row is created. So guys, now let's see for the next, which is I is equal to 1. So when I is equal to 1, right, your size will be what? 2. That is, your row will be something like this. Initially, you are initializing every element of the row by 1. Now, this loop, j will start from 1 and it will go till j is less than I. So j is less than I. J is what? 1, which is less than I. Is this true? No. So this loop will not run in this case also. Okay. So now we will push our answer, this row in the answer. So right now our answer is something like this. So answer is a 2D array. First row was in this, the first row was 1. Then now another row which is 1 comma 1, which is this is added. Okay. Now let's start for the next. So I is equal to 2. So when I is equal to 2, right? I is equal to 2, then your size will be what? 3. So you will make a vector, initialize 1. Now j will be equal to 1 and it will go till j is less than I. I is what? 2. that is j will be 1. Only one time it will run. So row of j, that is row of 1 will be equal to what? Answer I minus 1 j, that is answer of I minus 1, I is 2, so 1 and j which is 1 plus answer of I minus 1 is 1 and j minus 1 is 0. That is answer of 1, 1. 1, 1 will be, this is 0, right? This is 1, so 1, 1, this one. Okay. 1 plus and answer of 1, 0, this one. Okay, so this will make 2. So here in row of 1, this you will be having here 2. Okay, so this is how you will calculate. So this is the next row. So now after that we will push this row in the answer. So now here at 2 index we will have this, right? So this is how we will be creating the these. So let's say now I is equal to 3. So for I is equal to 3, right? What will be the size? It will be 4. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. And initially you will give 1, 1 everywhere. Now j will start from 1 and it will go to j is less than I, which is 3. So I 1 and 2, j will be 1 and 2. So for j is equal to 1, right? For j is equal to 1, that is row 1, your answer I minus 1, that is 2 comma j which is 1 plus answer of 2 and 0. So that is this second row, this element and this element, which will be 3. So here you will have 3. Okay. Similarly, for row, now j will be 2. So for row 2, it will be answer of 2 comma j is 2. So plus answer of, so here it will be 2, right? Then answer of 2 and 1. So this will be this and this. So it will be again 3. So here you will have 3. Okay, this is how your Pascal triangle will get created. So once this row is created, you will push back. So here you will have this 3, 3, 1 in this 2D matrix. Okay. Alright. So now let's see for the last row, which is I is equal to 4. So for I is equal to 4, right, size will be 5. And here you will have something like this, 5 size. And initial values will be 1. Then j will start from 1 and it will go till less than I, which is 4. So it will be 1, 2 and 3. So for j is equal to 1, right? Let's see. J is equal to 1. J will go for 1, 2, 1, 2 and 3. So for j is equal to 1, row of 1 is equal to answer 3 comma 1 plus answer 3 comma 0. So 3 is this one. This is 3. That is this and this. So it will give you 4. So this will be 4. Okay. Here you will have 4. Similarly, for the next one, for I, j is equal, when j is 2, right? It will be row of 2. That is this index. It will be 3 comma 2 and 3 comma 1. So this and this, which will be 6. So you will have 6 here. Similarly, this will become 4. And in this way, you will have this row also added in the. So this is how you will be making your final output array. So this is your final output array. So guys, I hope you understood how we are creating Pascal's triangle. It's very important to understand the concept. I hope you are able to understand and this is clear to you. The time complexity, if you see that the inner loop is dependent on the outer loop, right? So it will be O of nums rows square. Okay. And space complexity, we are using these extra spaces to create the triangle, so that will be included. I hope you understood Pascal's triangle. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comments. If you found the video helpful, please like it, subscribe to my channel and share with your friends. Thank you.